Sophia Waweru, and your parents there, friends, fellow seekers of happiness. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Krait Murungi. I'm the Chief Happiness Officer of the Happiness Society of Kenya. I know some of you have heard about us. I have some of our members here. Can you please stand if you are a member of the Happiness Society? Yeah, I will not tell you their names. Can we appreciate them? Can we appreciate our members? Asante sana. The Happiness Society of Kenya, in the Happiness Society, we study the science of happiness, in fact, the psychology of happiness. And then we use that psychology or the knowledge that we get to make ourselves happier and to make others happier as well. So we want our people to live happier, longer, more fulfilling and meaningful lives. And we are now about 1 plus months old. We are a very vibrant group, you can see. So we have come to support one of us, Sophia. Indeed, in the room, I think it's only Sophia and I, who are alumni and associates of the Happiness Studies Academy in the US. So maybe even for that, we can appreciate Sophia. So, principally, I've come here to be with her. In the church, they call it the gift of presence. So I've come here to give her a gift of presence, to support her, and indeed to congratulate and celebrate her for this wonderful book that she has written. I know not many of you have even thought about celibacy, but it takes an illustrious person like Sophia even to delve into those obscure areas like what we are going to be introduced to today. Her book is Why Celibacy? And she says it is a journey to a higher self. Very profound. I tried to Google what celibacy is, and they said a number of things, but the very simple, it is just abstaining from a sexual relationship. And why is it done? They said it is adopted in most spiritual groups, in most religions, as a tool for maintaining purity and getting people to focus, give undivided attention to the service of that being. We call him the spiritual being, God, or something, a service of God which is detached from worldly desires. So the idea is really to focus so that you're totally dedicated to the service of God. It's also used as a tool for conserving energy. I know some of you read a book, was this called, by Jonathan Swift, Gulliver's Travels. And then there are very small people there called the Lillipuritans. So there's somebody talking about a Lillipuritan view of sex. And they're saying these scientists were wondering why people get so excited and anxious about sex when it is just a friction between two muscles. So, and then, there are a lot of emotions, people killing each other, so they could not understand. So we are not really taking that view. We think a sexual relationship is important, but we sacrifice it for something higher. It's not that it is useless or worthless. It's very important. But because of pursuit of a higher goal, we make that sacrifice. So in the happiness studies, a human being is very complex. We try to understand happiness through 5 pillars, what we call the spire of happiness. So there is a spiritual pillar, that is the physical well-being, there is intellectual well-being, there is relationships, and the emotional well-being of happiness. And when you look at celibacy, it falls squarely within the spiritual well-being, of happiness. By spiritual well-being, we just mean seeking meaning and purpose in your life. There must be a reason why you wake up. Indeed, if you are living on autopilot, not knowing where you are coming from, where you're going, you cannot be happy. Secondly, there is an issue of mindfulness, being aware of yourself, the surroundings, the universe around you. You are paying attention. We used to be teased, actually, we tease the young men. We all know each of you would like to see Miss Kenya. But if you are looking the other way, and Miss Kenya is behind you, can you really know whether she is beautiful or not? Yeah, so for you to know, to appreciate Miss Kenya, you have to look at her. You have to pay attention. So for you to appreciate the wonders and the beauty of this world, you have to pay attention. You have to focus on it. And that's what we call mindfulness. Being present, being aware in that present moment, and being committed, focusing on it. So we are encouraged to be very intentional, to live with the purpose and focus. We are also encouraged to be authentic, to be aware of ourselves. And despite all that noise and the distractions that you carry with you through social media platforms, we like you to focus on your inner self. There's so much advertisement out there, including self-advertisement, and people don't have time to examine themselves. They don't have time to focus on the inner selves. And many of them people are not themselves. They are others. You listen to what others are saying, then you say what they are saying. You listen to what they are thinking, you think like them. So you get lost. So it's very, very important to discover yourself, to listen to your inner voice, and pursue your passions, which might be different from what other people are pursuing. So it is that total commitment and dedication which calls sometimes for celibacy. And it's not very new. I come from a village 300 kilometers from here, when old men are to go to harvest honey in the forest. And our villages are polygamous. You are not supposed to have a sexual relationship with any, of your wives on the day you are going to harvest honey. And those who try, some of them fall down from the trees. Why? Because you are supposed to totally focus your attention to that mission. And then you are also supposed to conserve your energy, because there's a tree to be climbed, there's some balancing to be done. You're coming down with a bag of honey. So what we are reading, not just in books, it actually happens. The Catholic Church, I think the priests, it is still mandatory for the Catholics to be celibate, so that they can totally commit themselves to the service of God. Other religions don't insist, it's voluntary. But even for us in the happiness society, we do practice celibacy. Somebody was wondering there what will happen. But you don't have to practice celibacy all your life. You don't have to practice celibacy months and months on end. But there's Sunday when you are writing a thesis, maybe you are doing your master's degree, or you have an assignment to do. That day, you might want to remove anxieties, from yourself. You might want to remove the emotional entanglements that come with relationships from yourself so that you can focus yourself on the task ahead of you. And even whether it is for a few hours or for a few weeks, that is still a temporary, voluntary celibacy. So I think these are some of the things that the book is demystifying for us. So we don't have to be too scared. When your partner tells you he is practicing celibacy, don't start looking for another one. So for us, celibacy is a tool. It's a tool for self-discovery. It's a tool for focus. It's a tool for energy conservation as you pursue, higher goals. Secondly, we say we should embrace celibacy, not as absence of love, but as a commitment to a higher love. You love other people, but you should also love yourself even more. So celibacy is actually self-love. When you want to achieve something which is higher, and you dedicate your energies, your focus on it, you are loving yourself. So you might disentangle yourself from other external relationships so that you can focus on yourself. So that's what we are saying. In not absence of love, it is another form of love. It is a love for yourself. And it's a sacrifice that we make of other relationships so that our own personal relationship with ourselves, can thrive. You say, you are saying no to the attachments so that you can say yes, to yourself. You are saying no to those other temporary, relationships or even other, so that you can say yes to a higher commitment, to a higher level of being, to a better version of yourself. So I think that is what I picked. I'm not a very good reader. I just flipped through the book. I believe the bookworms are going to tell us more, about what the book is all about. But I think from a happiness perspective, that is how I like to understand celibacy. So as you read each other, you can say, we are saying no, so that we can say yes, to ourselves. And so that we can say yes to our own happiness. I don't think I have much more to say. There is Sophia. Thank you very much for bringing all of us together. You don't know this lady. I have another dinner commitment, but for Sophia, I can't say no. And I think our determination, our passion, yeah, and that's what she brings to the happiness society, is unsurpassed. So can we give her a big hand for bringing us this? You are a very young girl. You are going places. Yes. Yeah. And let's treat this as a beginning of your journey. We think by the time we spend more time with you in happiness studies, you read to us many more books, which will lift ourselves. And you know, the intellectual pillar, where we say that, for a human being to be happy, you have to be curious, to be open to new ideas, new adventures, meeting new people, new places, reading books, watching movies, dancing, singing, etc., etc. So for us, this is a gift you are giving us as the Happiness Society of Kenya, in intellectual well-being, promoting happiness through intellectual stimulation of our members. So once again, thank you so much. God bless you.